Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a review of Dragon Ball Super Chapter 97, Rampaging Cell Max. So even though this full arc, Dragon Ball Super Superhero manga arc is just a retelling of Dragon Ball Super Superhero, the movie that came out a couple summers ago. Was it a couple summers ago? Yeah, a couple summers ago. Um, this manga chapter right here it's good. It's really good. It does change some things up from the movie, especially with Goten and Trunks. So Goten and Trunks, they make them look a lot more cooler than they did in the movie. And you're gonna see here, for instance, like with this first page. Uh, Goten and Trunks aren't in their casual clothes. They're wearing their Saiyaman X1 and X2 uniforms. So we see them go in first, trying to buy Gohan and Piccolo some time to recover, but they don't look so good at first. And people are really starting having their doubts. Piccolo's even asking Bulma, have they trained at all any? And Bulma says, hey, they were grounded for half a year, for over half a year. So the answer is no. But Trunks tries to give everyone some assurance that they haven't even begun to fight yet because they haven't even turned Super Saiyan yet. So this time, they turn Super Saiyan. Yeah, they turn Super Saiyan, and this time they're working with. In fact, I got ahead of myself. Um, Yeah. Before they go Super Saiyan, Trunks notices something, and Trunks is definitely the leader when it comes to him and Goten. He picks up on something. He picks up that Cell Max is moving very slowly, that he hasn't gotten used to his body. And him and Gamma One come up with the idea that right now is the best time to attack Cell Max before he gets adapted to moving around. That's what they do. Then Goten and Trunks go Super Saiyan right here, and they work with Gamma One and Gamma Two, and they're like flies, like swarming around Cell Max. They're small, he's big. Right now, they have the speed advantage because he's so big and he's not used to moving around, and they're getting a few hits on him. Okay. Then we get to Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, figuring out that Dr. Hedo based their design off of Saiyaman X1 and Saiyaman X2. Okay. Then, okay, now they're working together. First it was just Goten and Trunks, but now it's Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 with Goten and Trunks. And looks like they're doing a really good job. Like I said, in this manga chapter, it's making Goten and Trunks more relevant than they were in the movie. Because in the movie, they don't even really uh, do anything individually or as a team. They just try to do fusion, and then like it fails, and that's it. But this is uh, giving them more content. I guess making them more relevant. So they knock Cell Max back pretty far. But he is not down. He gets back up. And he speed blitzes them. Even though he's ginormous, he speed blitzes them. And he knocks out Trunks. Well, it doesn't knock him out, but he hits him. He hits Trunks. Okay. And then he knocks out Goten. He's knocking out all the other Gammas. And this is when Goten and Trunks try the fusion. Like I said, this manga chapter changes some things from the movie. And the movie, Goten and Trunks didn't do this big team up with Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They didn't even turn Super Saiyan in the film. They just tried to go fusion and then they messed it up like they did here. And then we got the fat Gotens. Fat Goten tries to fight, but he just gets swatted away. And then Piccolo understands that they're completely out of time, so him and Gohan have to get back in. So Gohan gets back in with Piccolo, and they're doing some work. Then, hold on, I know I'm missing something. Okay, 18 goes in there too, and then Krillin's staying behind to watch Bulma and Pan for the moment. So they're all doing putting in some good work on Cell Max. Gamma One is telling Gohan if they want to defeat Cell Max, they have to aim for his weak point, the head. Um, but whoever does this, they're not going to survive. So everyone's aiming for the head, and Cell Max is still fighting everybody. Everyone's blasting him, but it's like doing nothing. And then Gamma One, yeah, this is Gamma One. He does this big shot, and it looks like it did something. Well, Piccolo hits him too. I think Piccolo hits him right on the head, but all of that wasn't enough to finish him. And then Cell Max does this big, big attack. So he launches all these laser beams. We see him from his tail, from his fingertips, even from his body. So he's shooting all these beams everywhere, hoping to hit everyone. Uh, Pan is getting ready to be caught in the crossfire. She's trying to run away, and Krillin's trying to tell her to fly, but she can't. Krillin saves her, and Bulma and Pan are okay. But Bulma says, "Hey, I better get further away." And yeah, that's a really good idea, Bulma. You should. Um, and so this is where the chapter ends. Gamma 2 is deciding to sacrifice himself to destroy Cell Max. Gamma number 1 won't let him do that. He wants to do it with him. So probably to increase the chance of survival, but Gamma 2 is like, no, someone has to watch over Dr. Hedo. And that's your job. And that's where the chapter ends. So overall, I like this chapter. I think for the Dragon Ball Superhero manga arc, I like the chapters that are action oriented. Uh, it's just when it's just story based, it's not that interesting to me because uh, I guess not because there's no action, but also it's not providing any brand new information. It's just retelling the movie in manga format. But I like these action chapters better. We see in this chapter that they have Goten and Trunks being more relevant in the movie. They weren't. They showed up like at the final act of the film, and they didn't do all this teamwork with Gamma One and Gamma Two. They didn't even go Super Saiyan. They just went with the fusion, and then it didn't work. They turned into fat goat tanks. But I like how this chapter made Trunks and Goten more relevant, had them contribute more into the fight than what they did in the movie. So overall, awesome chapter. So that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.